Welcome to another episode of Airguns and Pesting Channel. And what I have in front of you is the Artemis PP750 chambered in 2.2. Now this is a custom PP750 because it has a custom 3D printed buttstock. And it's Huma regulated on top of that. To quiet the bark, it's got a Huma moderator on the end. Optics is a West Hunter 312 by 44. First focal plane, side focus. And it's also sporting some car magazines, two 12-round magazines. Look at that baby. So, let me go ahead and tell you a story about this. Back in July, well, start in the beginning. I was in the Philippines, and back in February of this year, I saw on airgun.net, a person had this up for sale. I always wanted a PP750. I know they make the PP700, but that was a single shot. This one comes, it's a magazine version of the 700. So I saw it, and I went ahead and bought it. Fast forward to July. I'm getting ready to take this out to a farming permission, do some pesting with this particular platform. And when I got back, it was late in the afternoon. I didn't park my car inside the garage. Hence the picture that you saw with the broken stock. Well, needless to say, being that the stock was originally 3D printed, it had warped inside my car while the car was sitting outside with the windows up. Didn't think about it. Big mistake. So I put out an ad on Airgun Nation to see anybody did any 3D printing on airgun parts. So this one airgunner by the name of Ellis, what is called him, his name is actually Ellis. He contacted me, and I told him that what I had and what I needed. And when I first contacted him, I wanted him to make me a scope wheel for the Arkan and the Blackhound scopes that I had, because nobody made side focus wheels for them. And he contacted me back and said you could do it, you could make me the wheels, no problem. And then I recontacted him again few days later, and I told him what had happened to the stock on this PP750. The one you're seeing right now, this is the second one that's on this gun, and he did a wonderful job producing it, reproducing the stock with some slight modifications, of course. But anyways, about the stock, it took him a while to 3D print this stock for this PP750. All these parts right here, the LOP is adjustable. Turn this knob. Adjustable cheek riser. He added this, made a well for spare magazines, because the way I have it tuned right now, these are 12 round magazines, and I get exactly 2 magazines or 24 shots before it starts to fall off the reg. So it's added a nice little touch to it. It's a very nice platform. Artemis is a Chinese brand manufacturer, as you can see. They make this in 177. They make this in 177 and 22. When I bought it, there was a Huma reg that was included, but was not installed, and the previous owner said that the Huma regulator needed to be rebuilt, but he threw in rebuild kit in with the gun when he shipped it to me. So when I shot it, the factory reg, I believe, needs to be rebuilt because it was not holding a very tight spread. So it needed to come out, and that's when I went ahead and installed the Huma reg in this. Now, this gun does have its faults, and I'll explain that to you in a minute. This is side cocking. Magazine comes out, goes in from the left to the right, so it goes in from the left side. This is your cocking handle. It is not reversible. It does come with a single shot tray. I don't even know if it came with a 1/2x20 threaded on the end, but it was included, and that's why I was able to put this Huma moderator on there, sectional modulator on here. So fill probe fills a 250 bar. It is a 66 cc air cylinder. Safety's on the trigger itself. It has adjustable trigger, but it's not a match grade Wyrock or record trigger, but we're going to measure the trigger pull weight. Dovetail mounts for your scopes. Magazine. Guys, if you have one of these, do yourself a favor and get you some of the car magazines. These are some crappy magazines. I'm not even sure how many comes with this gun, so maybe you 750 owners out there can chime in and let me know how many comes with the magazine. But this is what came with the gun, and they're terrible. Which prompted me to buy some better magazines like the Carm. Sorry about that. Oh, there's your thread protector for the end of the barrel. And then there's your single shot tray that comes with it. I know all the Artemis guns come with extra O-rings and I believe some Allen wrenches that come with it. But there you have it. The things I don't like about the gun is obviously the magazines. And right here, this bushing right here for the pellet probe moves. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this whole bushing moves. And there's no fix for it other than if you got a lathe, you know someone's got a lathe that can machine the OD a little bit bigger so it takes up the slop. And that's the reason why, in my opinion, the accuracy is not very good with magazines, because you can feel where the pellet probe kind of catches inside the magazine when it pushes out the pellet. Accuracy is fantastic with the single shot tray, but that's another design flaw for this gun that I really don't care for. And this PP750 moves around too much. But aside from that, the manometer is up front here, business end. It's a fun little plinker, that's for sure. But let me go ahead and get the weight. The weight of this gun, and go ahead and show you what kind of accuracy you can spec out to 30 yards. What I consider accurate for pesting. All right, be right back. We got the crony hooked up. Let's get a measurement of the gun with me adjusting the LOP and the moderator install. It comes up to 30 inches. trigger is just a light pull. Eight ounces. Field weight. 6 pounds, 8 ounces. Okay, we're going to do 5 shots across the crony. You get to hear the FPS. And these are the JSB 14.35 is what I found that this gun seems to like the best. That was 624, I didn't turn the volume up.
$623. $622.
Just over to the right there.
$623.
And one more.
620.
Okay. So, we're at 12 foot-pounds, 12.20 foot-pounds. Average shot 622, spread of 4, standard deviation of 1. Now if I'd used factory mags, it would not have been a very good group. So let's go down there and take a look at it. Five shots right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a dead bird all day long. 30 yards. So in conclusion, what I need to do is get a little better optics, like a Athlon Talus instead of this West Hunter, the 3-12-44s. It's a little bit of a strain for me to see out of, but it'll do since it's a compact model. What I need to do is add a Tac Vector Viron 312x44, which I have on my other guns, but not on this particular platform. So I might do that eventually, but for now, for what I'm doing, like inside the barns at this one farm permission, this will be more than adequate. Now, like I said, the downside to this platform is, like I showed you with that bushing, pellet probe bushing moving up and down as the pellet probe goes forward into the breech, which is causing some headaches with the magazine, the CARM magazine. There's nothing wrong with the CARM. It's just the pellet probe is not, the bushing is not stationary. It moves around a little too much for my liking. So it does affect the accuracy somewhat, but not enough to deter me from using the CARM magazines until I can figure out a solution for that bushing. Or just say forget the magazines altogether and just use a single shot tray. But I like the use of magazines since I already purchased them, so I'll figure out a different solution for that pellet probe bushing. And of course, factory mags, as far as I'm concerned, those are garbage. I have not had good luck with them. So if any of you guys that owns a PP750 can chime in and let me know if you're having same accuracy issues with when using a mag versus not using a mag. So there you have it. You folks stay safe, shoot straight, and your pellet hit his target, and we'll see you on the next episode of Air Guns and Pesting Channel. I'm going to be doing a video with this platform very, very soon. See ya.